I don't see anybody. Anybody on this video?
Anyone's there.
Hi everybody, welcome to Quarter Inch Seam. I'm Angela. You are in my sewing room today, and it's Monday, and it's day 21 of our first 30-day video run. That's a mouthful. Okay, yesterday we did this tote bag, which is, I love the pattern and the fabric. But I do have to fix the handles. Because for those of you that missed it, go back and check out yesterday's video. But I sewed one side of the handles too far. They were in the wrong place. So, mental note, here's a pro tip. Make sure you measure where you're putting the handles so they're in the same space, and so that they make sense when you go to hang it, put it on your arm or hold it or whatever, because you don't want the handles all wonky. So I do have to fix that, but we'll fix that. I'll fix that this week at some point. It's Monday. It's been a Monday. Some people had that was a bobbin. I don't know where it went. Yesterday, as soon as I turned the camera off, I went to, and I'm just tempting fate today. I went to leave, and I had a water sitting here, and I turned around, and it fell over the back of my sewing table, all down the back. So of course I had to get down on my hands and knees. I brought something to drink in here with me today just because, and I can't find it. So obviously I didn't bring it in here with me. Yep. That's it. So today, okay. I have so I'm a writer downer. I don't know if you are. Like, I'm a write stuff down type person. Like stuff I've got to remember to take care of, or bills or grocery list, stuff that I, remember, oh geez, I want to remember to get such and such. So I've always got like a piece of paper kind of stuck in my book or with me or in my purse, whatever. And I just saw a note to myself, but I did that so I can cross it off. But I also realized I didn't take dinner out of the freezer. So, I don't know what we're having for dinner. We're having whatever I can go and grab at the grocery store really fast. That's what we're having for dinner. Because if you know, you know. There you go. So, I thought today, oh yeah, like my whole, I wonder if I want to put this back on at some point. Sometimes I like this. This is the attachment that slides under my plate. When you don't want the extended table on your machine, like I have the extended table on right now. Whoops. Tighten that down too hard. So I have the extended table on my machine right now, and sometimes I like having just the smaller piece on. I don't know what that was. Don't know. So this ended up coming out yesterday because it was behind. Pardon me. I don't remember exactly where I had it. Well, let's see. Will you go there? Fantastic. That's where you're going to go today. So today, honestly, I really just needed a little break. I just had to get out of my office. So I thought, I talked about this earlier, so I'm just going to sew for a few minutes, and we'll chat. And I'm going to do stitch around. This is that diamond squared. Okay, 24. So this is that diamond squared pattern from Donna Jordan. And you have to make 24, 11 by 22. 11. 11. Mine's not 11 inches wide. I mean, I got the 22 going on. Well, we'll see. This is just going to be one of those patterns that I don't know. So you have to make 24 of these. Okay, something is happening here. Seven. Okay, that's why, because this is short too. You have to make 24 of these strip sets. And so far, in about 18 months, I've made, this can't be right. Somebody must have, did you come and take them? You can tell me. It's okay. I won't be mad. I won't be mad. If you took a couple for whatever, it's fine. But I need them back because I 4. Oh well. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just keep them. But what I did is I sat the strips, because I've got all these strips cut out, is I just sat the strips in my drawer. And so it's kind of cool because they're just like right there. You can just grab a couple, start sewing. And honestly, today that's what I'm going to do. So we need 2 more. We need 2 more for this one. 1 and 2. So the only problem is the drawer doesn't quite stay all the way open. Well, okay, on this side, we're doing it on this side. So I thought we would just sew for a few minutes today. Tomorrow we'll do tomorrow we'll do something fun. But today I thought we might just, you know, whatever. So whatever. So the question is, what are you sewing? We know what I'm sewing. 19 more of these strip sets. But it's fine, because when it's done, it's going to be so cool. I don't know if you've seen them or not. I have to check out our local. I'll have to make a little trip, maybe this weekend to our Joann's, because on one of the rag quilt groups that I follow kind of loosely. A couple people had put posts up about going to their Joann's, a couple of them in Iowa, I think, and holy cow, like literally a cart full of fabric for what worked out to be like $1 a bolt. I mean, $1 a yard. Can you imagine? That would be nice. That would be nice. So I figured I would check some of those out and just see. Because, wow, I'm not sure where I got this fabric. It's not a batik. It's it's very pretty. I love it, which is why I got it. And I don't remember what I bought. I mean, I must have gotten yardage. or maybe fat quarters. Maybe I got a fat quarter bundle because yeah, I think they were fat quarters. Anyway, it's somewhat thin. It's a thin cotton. It doesn't feel like a cheap cotton. You know, it's not stiff. It's very soft, but it's very thin. So I'm not going to iron these. I'm not going to press them. I'm not going to press them. I'm just going to sew them. Because that's what I feel like today. And what you're supposed to do is 3 dark. 3 dark. Come on. This is not going to work. I think I mentioned this before. What I'm going to have to do is set the strips up. You know, set up the 9 that I want in each thing, because this is just not either that or I'm going to have to 2, 3. I'm going to have to not try and keep the dark, 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 light, 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 dark, dark, dark thing going, because, which is kind of what she calls out. But this pattern, this fabric is just it's quite the hodgepodge, and some of the stuff could kind of go either way. And so I'm just like, to do this for each one it's just making a mess. It's just making a drawer mess. Now I got a mess in my sewing room and a mess in the drawer too. I think what's good about this project is it's the kind of thing you can kind of just pick up for a bit, and until we actually start cutting the strip sets up, I think it's just going to be, it's a good brainless, you know, one of those things that you work on for a really long time. I really hope the end result is as beautiful as I had originally thought, because these strip sets are quite a bit of work, and I don't see any easier way to do it. It's like doing a kind of a small, you know, jelly roll type project where you're just making these strip sets, which those of you that have been sewers for a long time or what have you probably are used to this kind of thing. I think I may have just discovered a little shortcut. So if you've ever watched like watched quite a number of sewers and like Jenny Doan and that kind of thing. And sometimes when they would sew and get to the end of a line, they would do that, and I was like, and it would be quick. And I would go, God, you know, it takes me forever. By the time my machine cuts, lifts the paddle foot, ugh. And when you're kind of trying to sew stuff somewhat quickly, I don't know. I just found it. I couldn't figure out how they got that transition so quickly. I just figured it out. I was this many years old. I was today years old when I figured out that what they're probably doing is they're not using the cut on the machine. They're just using they're just leaving the needle down. Angela. Nobody would ever believe that you have any sewing in your family history at all. That's okay. That's okay. So you do 9 of these strips, 1.5 inch strips, 9 strips, and they're supposed to go 3 dark, 3 light, 3 dark, and then miss my fabric there. Maybe this was slightly cheap fabric. I don't know. I mean, it's not terribly bad, but it's fraying a lot. So that I find a bit annoying because that just makes the mess worse. No, it says Free Spirit. So it must have been a calf faucet. Is that what it is? Okay. That time we'll cut it. Just so I can. And I think if I get a little more momentum going with this thing, I think that'll be fun. So I trust most people are back from home from Easter if you were traveling or went to go see family or you're out of your chocolate stupor. We didn't really have any candy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see, what's the last thing I was going to mention to you guys today? I forget. I think a lot of people still took today off because a lot of the companies that we work with, they were like ultra busy because they had been closed on Friday. But then it sounded like the way that people were responding to things was that they were like short staffed, which didn't necessarily help me today. So that's okay. Because no, comes out in the wash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then these last 3. See what I mean when I'll hold this one up when I'm done. It's just a very, I think it's a good springtime fabric because it's just so vibrant and bright that I'm really excited to get, I am really excited to kind of spend some time over the course of the next couple of days and kind of wrap up the strip sets so that we can move on to the rest of it. So what are you sewing on? Are you doing some of the stuff that we did? Or are you sewing on another project? I wonder how Madeline is one of our followers, and she has been sewing on, hand sewing a full quilt, doing all of it done by hand. My fingers aren't ready for that yet. My fingers are just not ready. And my hand sewing is awful. It really is. I had to sew a button on Steve's pants last week. It was bad. But with the amount of sewing, I was so afraid because it was so bad. I was afraid the button was going to come out. That I sewed that puppy. Let me tell you something. We'll be long dead and buried, and that button will still be on those pants. Tell you that. Okay. And we did do Minnie's Easter egg hunt yesterday. She did enjoy it. Lots of fun. She loves a good surprise. But I just put a piece of whatever treat, little piece of treat, like a half a piece of treat in each egg. I did a dozen eggs. And, but then sometimes there were a couple that the ants started to get onto them because they were just sitting in the grass. So, we ended up just tossing them. She likes to throw it. That was at 9. 3, 6. Hey, who was going to tell me? Gotta do number 9. Okay. Sometimes there we go. Tomorrow, I think we're going to make a little drawstring bag. I thought that would be kind of fun. I saw something about it the other day, or Steve saw something. Of course, now all of his social media is all filled with quilting stuff. So he found this really cute little pattern. So I think we're going to do that tomorrow. We'll do a little springtimey, something fun and floral and, you know, colorful and floral. For summer, we'll do a little drawstring bag. We'll do that tomorrow. Because I'll have time to get the, you know, you got to pull fabrics out and that kind of thing. That's what always gets me. Is sometimes I'm done with like today's stuff, and then I get up and I leave. Of course, that's if I don't drop my drink and have to spend another 20 minutes in here cleaning up. Regardless, I get up and I kind of go back to other stuff, and I don't pull out the thread for the next day or the fabric for the next day, and then it's time for this to soak in. I haven't gotten all my stuff out. Okay, so that's not bad. We actually knocked down. Okay, only 18 left. Okay, I think I'm gonna go. I've got to run to the store because we don't have anything for dinner. So I gotta go figure out. Not only do I have to figure out, don't get me started again on the whole planning dinner for the rest of your life. I have to go and figure out what we might eat, and then I have to get the stuff to make what we might eat, and then I have to cook it. Anyway, I'm glad you stopped by. I'm going to run to the store, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because we do this quirky stuff every day. And remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Love you. Bye.